I will pay for the stability. God damn it. Oh, look at that. We're live. Oh, I'm live on my end. What's that? You have to take 45 minutes in OBS to get your shit going?
No, I'm tweeting this thing out.
Don't tweet this shit out. Don't ever.
Like a professional, dude.
Oh, like somebody who got it. Yes, professional. Oh hey.
Yeah.
Oh hey. Oh hey, Bowtie. How are you, my dude? Surprise.
Like a professional, dude.
Like a professional every time. So now I get to actually see the goddamn thumbnail that you made out of me.
Oh, dude, just give me a sec. I haven't started my stream yet.
But you haven't started your stream yet, so I started my stream. So here I am, being 100% professional. Does this say it's still playing Outlast? What the fuck? Started your stream yet, so I started my stream. How the fuck is I'm playing Outlast? I put it 100% professional. Does this say it's still playing Outlast?
There you go. Perfect.
How the fuck is I'm playing Outlast? I put it 5% professional.
Where do I? There you go. Perfect.
Why do I hear myself twice? Oh god, I'm hearing myself.
Are you?
I can hear myself in yours. I think.
Oh, wait, what about now?
Oh yeah, no. I'm playing myself. You also have Civ. You also have Civ 5. You also have Civ 5.
Are we good?
I think we're good. I think we're all good. We're gravy now.
Are we good? I started my stream now.
Okay, cool. Butthole check 1, check 2.
Butthole check 1, check 2.
How you doing, Jason? Oh, should we put on?
How's it going, everyone? We're here. It's me, Nar and me, Nar I.
Oh goddamn! I still didn't tweet out the stream. Damn it! That's why I went into my.
It's easy, bro.
Dude, I don't even know. Like, what is Twitter? God damn it! You just duped my face, you son of a bitch.
What do you mean?
I just saw the thumbnail. I just saw this great thumbnail that you sent me. Here I am. I'm gonna make you look like a handsome chap, and yeah, this is what you did, huh? I should just get the one that I have on your face, and just playing Civ 5 with my least favorite friend.
How rude.
10
Why
minute
can't
break.
I fudging move?
Why can't you move? Because I'm here. You're awestruck already. You're already.
Wait, I'm trying to move. Why isn't it letting me, dude?
Oh, we should have probably actually tried to just do one move before we got into this. But how you doing?
I can't even move right now.
Hold on. Is that your internet connection being super good right now? You have a 40, like a 47. Oh, maybe you have to wait for me.
Oh,
no?
What?
Maybe? Maybe that's what it is. You have to wait for me to do my stuff, and then... Yo, Hardy Gelder, how you doing? Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay, so
I'm in, dude.
I'm going to found this city.
All right. What? Who are you again?
I'm what do you call it? I'm Queen Elizabeth's happy ass.
Oh, are you?
I'm England. I'm English, bitch.
Are you the English?
All right, so now choose research. I'm going to go into... you know, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to go into.
Dude, like, you don't have... Look, for everyone in my stream, let me just tell you something. You guys know about the Civ 5 Lalo back in the day. It's been a while, but I feel like I can do this, man. This is Narrcost. Yeah, that's Narrcost on the other side.
It is me. It is me. I don't think Lalo's ever played this game, so make sure you explain every game. Okay, yeah, dude. So what you want to start off with... what you want to do is first you want to go to hit escape, and then you want to go down to surrender. And so once you do that, you'll get like 500 gold, and it'll really help out with the foundation of your city. You know?
Are we talking about Civ or YouTube gaming?
Oh god. Ow. So hi everybody. This is Narrcost channel. Just letting you know we're going to Mixer, dog.
Yeah, nah, follow me on YouTube Gaming, bro.
Okay,
I'm excited. YouTube Gaming is everything I wanted and more, dude. It's true.
Well, I like that they finally integrated, honestly. Dunked on his ex big time. Oh god.
There's no...
Yeah, I don't think there's...
This game is played all with mouse. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Follow me on Periscope. Sad. But no.
What's another platform? Like,
I believe see, when I cut myself, right, I usually bleed purple. Just want you to know, I'm definitely. It's kind of exciting because it's September over there. So really, really, that's what I'm excited for, because there's nothing better than making a quick buck rather than building a really good community, and that's what I've learned.
Man, it's dude, there is man, I don't know if like, okay, so here's the thing. Me and Narrcost, we I remember during the last VidCon, we legit stayed at IHOP after everyone left. After everyone had breakfast, we had a huge creator content like YouTube gaming breakfast. Barbara was there, Chris plays games, they set it up, whatever. It was awesome, right? And then me and Narrcost stayed afterwards for like 2 hours talking about nothing but YouTube and gaming and stuff. And a lot of it, I believe half of it was like ripping a lot of complaints apart. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but some of the YouTube peeps, like the people who work at YouTube, get a lot of grief from content creators because of certain things all the time. And no one really thinks about it. Like they are people. Like there is someone in charge of like hearing all of it and replying, you know?
Yep.
And sometimes you have to feel bad for them because a lot of the times it's not even, some of the stuff is valid, right? Like there are some things that are like, all right, yeah, YouTube could work on that. But a lot of the times it's just like, man, like just lack of thinking in a way. Like it's just, they don't think about the whole process and stuff.
Well, I think they see it as, for whatever reason, what I think it is they see the platform more so as a corporation that's not made of people, but like they're robots because there's a lot of automated responses. And like, it's weird. My DM, Stamriel, reply to me. The easiest thing you can ever do is just love me. But ultimately, what it is that they see it as this massive machine, like that YouTube is somehow diminishing like content creators because they have regulations and stuff. Like, oh man, like that you can't play music. That's bullshit, but you can do it on other platforms. The fact is that YouTube got hit with lawsuits out of its mind, because I don't know if you guys remember old school YouTube. There was a lot of torrented shit on here. A lot of torrented shit. So, of course, since it's a video platform, that fell into a huge, huge gray area. And you have to also understand that it's international, too, right? So they're not just obeying United States law. They're obeying, you know, Japanese law, which is a hell of a lot more strict than what it is in the United States. And it's just weird. There's a lot of, like, if you ever talk to somebody who works at YouTube, they care, like, overly much. Like, they love content creators. Like, it's nuts. And, like, that's what it is. I think if people actually reached out to talk with people, and I know that it can be difficult, too, but you have to think about, like, even nepotism, right? Like, if everybody, if this information was out in the open, like, how to...
Make your damn move.
Oh, shit, sorry. A unit needs orders. Fuck you.
Keep going.
But I was going to say that if, like, people are upset because there's not exact guidelines, but that's been manipulated in the past. Like, you remember when, like, response videos were huge. Like, it was just girls with their boobies hanging out just responding to popular videos to get more views. It has been manipulated in the past, and that's the unfortunate thing. Like, even if you learn how to get the algorithms, there's going to be somebody that's going to take advantage of it, and they're gonna ruin the effort. So I feel like a lot of the issues that come through, a lot of the criticisms are stuff that really, if it was out there, the information was out in the open, people are going to take advantage. It happens all the fucking time, and it sucks. But, like, I don't know. I've always thought, I came from Twitch, and this platform in the community has been so awesome to me that it kind of pisses me off, because they, like, somehow, as soon as money gets thrown to the mix, it makes it easier. As soon as it's easier for you to make money, you can forget all the faults of the platforms before it. And I think a lot of this shit's unfounded. A lot of it's unfounded.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things, and I guess it's kind of a topic, but it kind of just shows that it's not necessarily the platform, is when, you know, when we were having the late night dinner after the Pint House, and we were just kind of talking about people who did switch. I'm not trying to judge anyone. If you switch, whatever, right? It's your own reasons.
Right.
But how most of them haven't done, most of them, not all of them, but most of them haven't done that more spectacular than when they were at YouTube. Like, they either broke even or doing worse. And it's kind of crazy because, you know, part of me, like, I never asked people like, hey, how much money are you making now?
Right,
But
right.
it's not something I even thought about. Like, I don't care if you switch, you switch. You know, good luck to you and everything. But like hearing it, like actually hearing it, like with the, you know, numbers and stuff, it's just like, oh wow, so there is a legitimate reason. Like, yeah, it's not about the platform. It's, you know, you can go you can blame YouTube all you want and say it's killing small creators, but man, oh man.
But yeah, and it's also it's all free. It's like like that's what I'm saying. It's just like everybody has an opportunity to make it, right? So we're just gonna put that like, oh man, I don't make money. But what's enough money? You know what I'm saying? Like some of those people who did leave, we're making a shitload of money, more money than I could ever fathom to make on this. Like I've made a pretty modest, like where I can pay bills, like I can pay my utilities, I can make a car payment with what I've made, which is fucking awesome. But how much money? Making $3,000 a month off of literally a passion project, not enough money? Like, that's why I don't understand. It's like, but you had thousands of people, you're working hand in hand with these devs, but that's somehow not enough. Like, they got to see a side of things that, you know, most of us will never.
So lucky, man. We got to meet, and I'm pretty sure you're the same way. Like, we had the opportunity to work with the actual staff of YouTube Gaming. I don't know if the staff is the same anymore, but we had the chance when it was happening. Like we talked to somebody, they told us things, they hooked us up, and when they had a chance, like it's actual people. It's not just like, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to bash Twitch, but like if I go onto Twitch now, no one's gonna be holding my hand. No one's gonna be like, yo, hey Phil, can I have a question or something. It's like it's like automated, like right now, you know.
Well, and that's what it was. Okay, so I was on Stream of Juice and Tux. Yeah.
I just met you. So dude.
Hey, what's up, my dude? You wanna hang out over here? It's just my spearman.
What's over on your side, buddy?
Yeah, you know, nothing. Just a nice little fountain over here, and
fountain, you say?
None of your goddamn business. That's what's over here.
I see. Fountain of Uluru. I see you spotted Uluru as well.
You want to do some diplomacy, dog?
Yes. I would love diplomacy, dude. Are you sending me a deal right now?
No, I'm not sending you shit. But
okay.
well, would you look at these guys over here just hanging out, eh?
What's up, bro?
If you found a religion, can you call it communism? Yes, it's definitely communism. But yeah, well, that's the thing too. Every platform is what you made out of it. I think 90% of being a content creator is up to you, really. And you can make of it whatever you want. Like, the thing is that people are, you know, I think people are too quick to judge because they get, it is an addiction when you stream, right? Once you have that one really good stream, you are like, holy shit, I gotta chase this. I gotta chase this, bro.
It's a high, dude. It's a high.
And when you have that high and then it goes away, then you're like, what the fuck? You question yourself, because that's the same thing that happened to me on Twitch. I was pulling in 500 plus people. I've never been that high ever since, like playing Bloodborne. 500 plus every night for like 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden it disappears. Like I never get that again. I go from 500 people to 70 people to 30 people back down to 15, like where I started off at. And I remember thinking, oh my God, what the fuck have I done? It's got to be Twitch. It's got to be this. And then you have more bad days because maybe you'll get a troll and it kind of stacks up and you get all these negative ideas. But what I realized was, like, way too late, is that I jumped the ball. I went and got a super expensive ass computer, you know, because I thought that's it. I'm going on I'm the king, man. That's it. I'm the up and fucking comer. I'm Summit 1. You know, I'm Summit 1G. I'm going to fucking do this, dog. But you're not. Sometimes you get hot. Sometimes a lot of streaming is not a matter of time. It's a matter of timing. And a lot of people forget that. And then what I didn't do is I was so focused on getting that high that I kind of let my community go to shit. I sat back down and I didn't talk to them because I was so focused on, let's get the next big hotness. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's get all this expensive shit. But I didn't break down and understand that each person in my chat was an individual person. And if I had focused on that individual person and focused on the people that were there rather than who weren't there, I would have been way better off. But then it was down to the Twitch community too, which was pretty fucking rotten at some points. Like they get pretty fucking rotten. Like there is a whole like very cynical, very sarcastic culture over there. And why I was so excited was because once YouTube Gaming came out, I said, shit, this is a new platform. There isn't a culture like that established. So I can actually build my own. And that's what I did. That's what I did when I moved over here. I said, fuck it, I'm going to try to just focus on the people that were there, and I'm not going to do anything else. And it's worked out. I mean, I'm not like top 100. I'm not being promoted, but I do very, very modestly. And I think that's what it is to understand why you're successful rather than trying to be successful when you know, when you're not.
Yeah, no, and that, dude, look, man, I hate Narrcost with a passion. But he is living proof that you don't have to, because there's this stupid thing, and it irks me, but like you can't, as the people who actually say it are the bigger streamers, right? And you can't, and there's some kind of like hierarchy sometimes where it's like, I'm a smaller streamer, so my input doesn't mean squat. But one of my biggest things was like, dude, you don't have to play these games and grind out games you hate just to get big or to, you know, to profit. I mean, because most of these guys are all in for the profit anyway. You don't have to do that to get profit. You just have to, you know, be different, or like, you know, be about like the people, because you're not trying to get all, no offense to the children, but all these little kids, because the little kids are only going to give you 0.1 cent of revenue, right? You want these actual people who can like, oh, you have declared war on me. Why? What did you do? What did you do?
You're getting a little too close to my empire here.
What do you mean? What am I possibly gonna do with a warrior and a scout? What am I gonna do with this, dude? Oh my gosh.
Long live Britannica.
You know, I think, okay, I mean, sure, I guess.
No, I don't want to do this. I didn't mean to. I didn't know I was going to actually attack you. I just right-clicked.
Yeah?
Yeah, can we declare a truce?
Sure, I think we actually can. No, we can't. It takes like 5 turns? No, no, we can't. Oh, yeah. There you go. Just for you, buddy.
Okay, so
Lalo says, I hate you. Narc cucks Lalo by waging war. True. This is facts. This actually happened. Nah, but like I was saying, like people think like you have to play Fortnite and then, oh yeah, play Fortnite because that's what's gonna grow your channel. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Shut the hell up, please.
My way.
Oh my god.
The way that I've always thought about it is that nothing is very original anymore, right? There's for whatever you're trying to do, there's probably somebody that has done this and is doing it about 40 times better than you're doing it right now. So if you're trying to be like everybody else, how the fuck are you going to get noticed? How? You're not. You're not going to be noticed. And the base foundation of it all is how you build your community. It's all hype. If the word gets out, are you attacking my city?
No, I'm not. What are you talking about, dude?
No. Why? Oh God!
Can you accept the truce, please?
I'm trying to, but the menu. I clicked out.
You see the list of people on the right? You click that little icon next to my name, and it says "Deal proposed." What's up, Alexandra? For other people who don't know, I'm talking with Narrcost, we're kind of just talking it out, and I said, "Yo, Nar, let's play something that we can also like talk about stuff." And Civ was the game, and we're just talking about YouTube because a lot of people don't like, especially our viewers. Like YouTube is a big thing, man. It's a big thing that has a lot of intricacies, but I think one of the biggest problems, and I don't know if it's a generational thing, or if it's like just this platform, but it's like if someone says something with enough conviction, you will believe it. Like, oh, YouTube has this algorithm that if you do this, it's not gonna work for you. And it's like, oh yeah, you're right. Oh man, yeah, no, I can't do that. And then it spreads like a plague, and it's just like, that's not 100% true. You know what I mean?
No, and then that's what it is that people do get into these fucking holes where they feel like they need to play one game the entire time, and it's so fucking wrong. It's so fucking wrong. It's like if you just literally you sat down and like, I think what it is it's just like somebody thinks that it is that there's this one thing you can do because this one guy did it, that you can be that guy if you just do exactly what he did. And it's just like, no, that's not how it works at all. You need to make yourself unique. You know, the people that were successful were the ones that made something that had never been done before, or they spun what was being done into such a way that it did become something unique. It did become something bigger than they could have expected. Like Game Grumps, for an example. Like it's such a simple fucking idea. Mm-hmm. It's literally such a simple idea, and look at how much that blew up. It was just two dudes kind of just playing Let's Plays together, and that wasn't really done the way that they had done it. But they took the game, they made fun of it, they made it fun, and they made it exciting. They brought up all these, things about the game, and they spun it in such a way that it was actually enjoyable to watch. Like the same thing with Rooster Teeth. It's like all these big guys came up with great concepts, and they worked and came up with these ideas, and they made it fresh. But now all of a sudden it's like, oh god, you just gotta play the one game that's hot. You gotta manipulate these kids, and which is kind of fucked up because
when you put it like that, yeah,
it's really fucked up because I've been in many conversations with people that have millions of views, like millions of subscribers, and they've literally just talked about how to manipulate people, and it becomes fucking scary. Like, the further that you climb up the ladder, you think you're going to be happy, you are not. You are not going to be happy because really what the shit is going on at the top is really fucked up. Like, it's a really fucked up, scary way that people think, and it's an odd entitlement for really essentially entertainment value. Entertainment's supposed to be fun, and then eventually it becomes that you make money. But you shouldn't go into it thinking, fuck, I deserve this money. You should be thinking, I deserve a reason for people to watch me rather than instantly going for the quick buck. But that's what it is. A lot of people think if I just ride the trends, I will last forever because I will always be trendy, which is such a fucked up way of thinking. It's such a fucked up...
Look, and like, I hate to say this, man, and I don't know how to say this politely, especially, like... And it's something I don't tell, because there's been multiple YouTubers that have come to me because there was it got out that I helped the Rebel in the beginning a little bit with her channel and stuff, and giving her like advice and help being the manager of her channel, and she blew up from 10K to 30K, and then it like steamrolled, right? And so she put out a word for me, like, yeah, you know, like Lalo did this, it was really cool, blah blah blah. And then like there's been a couple, not a lot, but a couple streamers have been like, hey, what should I do here? What should I blah blah blah? And it's been very hard because sometimes it's just like, it's like they're looking for a trick. Like, what's the trick?
Yeah, and what's the trick?
What's that thing, right? Like, how do I trick? In a way, like, not saying it like that, but how do I do it? What's that thing? And I'm like, I can give you guidance to how you can get discovered, and that's the best way. This is the way I phrase it. I can get guidance to how you're discovered, but for people to stick around, that's entirely based on your content. And sometimes, dude, I'm just like, your content is not good enough. because you're boring. But I can't say it, and I don't have the heart to say it, because because people are so, you know, they're not open for that. They're not looking for that. They're just looking for a trick. They don't care about the content. There's people that stream 12 hours that don't say a word, and they're just like, oh, I'm really good at this game. And I'm like, yeah, but so are thousands of other people. Like, what separates you from them? Either you're top 5 or you're like,
right,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're not. Right, like you might have good games, but are you so consistently that you're jaw-dropping? If you're not jaw-droppingly good every fucking step of the way, there's no need to do it. But yeah, everybody thinks that there's a trick. Like, my God, this person didn't put hundreds of hours. Like there's a good saying that I heard, and it made so much fucking sense to me. It's like, people worship what they see for minutes that was been practiced, like they see in minutes in public, but it's something that somebody has practiced for hours without anybody being there. And that's what it is. Like, you have to work at yourself. Like, every step of the way. Streaming isn't just turning on a stream and saying, fuck yeah, here I am, everybody. This is me. This is me. This is why. It's hours of networking. If you're not putting double the amount of time that you're streaming, or I guess double the amount of time that you're streaming towards networking, I think that you're failing. You have to be able to make connections, and you have to be making legitimate connections where legitimate connections where people are, you're not trying to just make that business contact. You're not just trying to just trying to get them so you can get one extra view or you can get that extra collab, but you actually, in the long run, if you needed something, that those people will vouch for you, or they'll be able to sit there and, fucking build friendships. I don't know. Like, maybe you should become friends with the people you work with rather than just fucking, oh yeah, you know what? You're just a means to the end. You're just a means for me to get possibly 100 viewers plus in my room, which is fucked up because that's what it turns into. It turns into this whole fucking mess where you're like, well, I guess I'm going to just go ahead and, collab with Lalo, not because I like him, but he knows the trick, dude. He's got to know something because he's got a couple thousand more than me.
Because he works for YouTube.
Because he works for YouTube, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I wish people spent as much time thinking about, like, that type of manipulation, whether it's knowing a trick or using people, in terms of just like getting your content good. Because here's the thing, if something's funny, it's gonna blow up. And I'll give you an example. This happened recently, but it's not on YouTube, but it happened on Reddit, and it was really funny. I did my highlight video for the month, right? And during that highlight video, there was a really funny play where I threw a game, like, by accident. It was a hilarious mistake I did on Overwatch, and basically an ultimate of the enemy team wipes out all my team because I failed to put up my shield in time. Because I went and charged into the enemy, put up my shield, my whole team died by then, right? And it was really funny, and I edited it so simply with, like, zooming into my face, black and white when it happened. And anyways, it was a funny little, maybe 10-second video. I posted on Reddit, it blew up. It blew up. There was a whole bunch of trolls, and I made a witty title and stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm so happy, like, because I'm not gonna get any Reddit clout or whatever. I don't care about Reddit, but I'm happy that something that legitimately I edited and thought was funny was out there and people liked it. And I have no following on Reddit. I am a scrub on Reddit. I don't even use Reddit, man. I just use it for the tournaments. But that just wants to show that if something is funny and you put a little bit of work, it'll get the views. There's no trick. It's just being good content sometimes. You know what I mean? Right. And that's what it always stems down to, is if people can get a feeling that you're legitimate, that what you're doing is that you're passionate about it and you put forth the effort, like if you can meet your passion with creativity, like the same thing that you're good at, and you can enhance that, because that's what a lot of it is. A lot of us, like a lot of people, they enhance their personalities when they stream, like, or they and that's what you should do. You should take what's best of your personality and enhance it a little bit, but don't become, I would say, a fraud, because eventually you can tell the people that are faking it. Like, there's a lot of weird, like, you can play into your strengths, there's a huge amount of things, but I don't know about you, but like,
because I have been to multiple platforms. I have. I've been a turncoat, as they would put it. You know, I went from Twitch and like, you know, because it really hit me when I went to the fucking the first Twitch Chicago meetup, and I was talking with creators because I legitimately was curious about how these folks managed to get partnership. What did they do? And like I wanted to know. And I was talking with people, and there was a guy who was literally pimping out other female streamers. They all lived in his house. They set up the fucking thing. He taught them how to play the game. He manipulated some of the footage. Yeah. And it was horrifying because I was a small fry. I literally had a PS4, and I was on Twitch, and I had a little bit of fucking clout because of because of what I did with Bloodborne. I was lucky. I was at the right place at the right time playing the right game. And he was telling me all this shit that he was doing, like playing the video game for them off camera, getting good camera angles, telling them what sort of outfits to wear, what they should say in order to enhance engagement. And he ran it like a chatterbait. So every time that they would donate, they would spin a wheel, and a lot of the shit was rigged. It was either take a shot or bend over, touch your toes, do jumping jacks, do shit like that, lean into the camera, and you had to donate at least $10 in order for it to make it. But it was complete manipulation because they knew that these girls were solid 9s to 10s and that they were playing popular video games at the time. And I remember sitting there with my jaw on the fucking floor as this guy was telling me, and I thought that day, I said, that's it. I will never be able to succeed here because it is rigged from the start. I don't have that sort of ideology where I can say, you know what, let's get a bunch of hot broads together, let's put them in front of the camera, and you just give me 10% of what you make in a night, and I will be your quote-unquote manager. And that fucking horrified me. Horrified me to the extent that I said I was going to quit. It was that same very night that YouTube said, hey, we're launching YouTube Gaming. And I said, that's it. That's where I'm going to go because it's going to be brand new. That's the culture there of having literally like a pimp squad going on doesn't exist there. And like it is sometimes you do get to the game a little bit late, but you have to sit back and you have to hear how things really are and to pop out of your bubble to be uncomfortable because no matter what, you have to break free from that. You have to be like, oh fuck, I'm not going to do this, or I am going to do this, or I refuse to do this. So you have to think about what you're doing as a content creator and what you're doing and how it reflects on you as a creator and as a person, if you're going to be able to sleep at night or not.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's such a, man, goddamn, dude. It's
Hiya. Hey.
And I'm like, people complain either way, man. No matter what happens, people are always gonna complain. They just don't. Why can't I be a hypnar?
But you could, Lalo. You could.
Honestly, no. Shut up. No, I couldn't. I wouldn't have the heart.
Say something right now to impress all the boys in my rabbit. I love you, System Freeze. I love what you do with your beard, but I don't know.
You know what? Brad did bring up a point in chat about the YouTube thing. A lot of people always complain about Super Chat, and Brad was like, YouTube does well on subscriptions, 30 versus 50 for Twitch, but bad for donations. I don't mind them charging 30% on $1 donations, but it needs to chill out as the value rises. A lot of people don't realize that Twitch takes a huge part. Everyone always complains about Super Chat, but no one ever says, oh yeah, Twitch.
Right.
Please don't take as much money.
Well, and that's what the thing is, too, is they don't understand that Twitch is just paying itself. And, like, you have to keep the... Like, Bits came out and everybody was like, oh, my God, they're doing something for small creators. You're paying them to put money into themselves again, and then they take a percentage of it. Like, what? Like, what? How are you fucking happy? Because you think you made $1? You didn't make a fucking $1. Like, you didn't. Like, and that's the same thing. It's a perpetual system that they're instigating for themselves.
Wait. Okay, so that's one thing I don't understand, or what is? What are bits?
So bits is their currency. It's their V-Bucks, right? So you get V-Bucks to get your cool skins and everything else, but it's all you pay Amazon. You pay Amazon money to go and donate to your streamer, and the streamer gets a percentage of that. So for $1, they're making maybe 30 cents, just like Super Chat is. And like the thing is that it's available to every, like when Super Chat came out, Twitch never even thought about doing that. And a lot of the responses and like the joke is like, oh man, YouTube now looks like fucking Twitch, right? The gaming section looks like Twitch. But Twitch stole all those ideas. Plus, they don't mention the fact that Twitch openly fucking scouts every major content creator every time on a platform.
Dude, they screw them over so hard.
Yeah, with the
oh man.
And they don't explain it that way. And a lot of there's clauses within Twitch contracts once you become a partner that you can't say certain things. The same thing is with Mixer too. There's certain things that you can't say. You can't swear if you're a partner on Mixer. Like you have to tone down the language because they might be playing you in the New York store. So like they don't ever tell you that shit because they're not really allowed to talk about business.
Damn.
So there's a lot of shit that people don't understand, and of course there's a huge undercurrent in a lot of platforms that you don't bad talk it because they're trying to save this image for marketing, and that's what it is. And people think like, oh god, it's so much better. It's so much better over here, dude, because look at like all these content creators are happy, but behind closed doors they're screaming. Like they're screaming at the top of their lungs because they're not allowed to be as creative as they once were once they weren't partners. But they won't ever talk like that. They won't ever say that because it's within their clauses, and like people don't understand what it really means. If they think all content creators are happy 100% of the time, it's because they're getting paid to. YouTube is a free platform because you're allowed to fucking harass it, and they won't come after you and saying like, "Dude, what the fuck are you saying, dog?" Like they don't, they don't do that. Like there's literally clauses in some people's contracts where they're like, if you talk shit about the platform, we can remove you.
Yeah, dude, and no one ever talks about those long and hopefully not forgotten content creators because I don't know if people remember that there were a lot of big streamers on YouTube gaming, and then they switched because they were offered a lucrative contract. They were like, yo, I'm in, like, I'm there, the Twitch saw, well, it was mostly Twitch at the time. It was like, Twitch saw me, they like what they saw, and they said, yo, come streaming on us exclusively, and we're gonna give you all this stuff, and they made it so lucrative, and they were like, yeah, we'll give you this and that. And for a couple months, they kind of did. It wasn't like that crazy good, but it was good, better than what they were getting on YouTube. And then all of a sudden, like,
they
after a few
abandoned
months,
them?
man, they left them. They don't have that contract with Twitch anymore. And that was it, man. But I don't know if they're not allowed to talk about it or what happened, but there was a lot of streamers, a lot of big streamers that had that lucrative contract that everyone talked about, everyone was hoping to get. And now some have fallen completely off the map, dude. Like, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't want to mention names, dude, because I don't know, like, if people, it doesn't.
Don't name drop because it comes back to haunt you.
Yeah. So like, they're gone, dude. They're just like, some of them quit streaming in general. Some of them are just like, their channels are gone, like dead. It's bad, man. But. No one ever. Francis, name names. No.
Let's not do that.
Oh no. Oh no. I just did a dirty trick right now, guys, on my Civ game. Don't tell Narrcost about this.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm just wandering around going in circles completely because I forgot how to build shit. I'm trying to build shit, but I forgot how.
Oh my god. All right, that's fine, I guess.
I'm just enjoying the chat because I know I'm gonna get fucking destroyed in about 10 seconds. But no, that's the thing though too. It's like, but there's performance contracts, and a lot of those guys is if you don't hit the numbers like you hit on YouTube, because they came to them with the numbers from YouTube thinking that they're gonna transition, which is 100% not possible because. All in all, I'm sorry to tell you, people are lazy. And, like, if they have to take one extra step to go and do this shit again, they probably won't do it. Plus, there's certain things you are... When you move to a new platform, there is that you're the new kid on the block. I don't give a shit. Like, you're the new kid on the block. You might have been hot shit here, but who the fuck are you on Twitch? Or where are you on other platforms? Like, who are you? Because realistically, you were something here. You were maybe something on YouTube because you were the first one there before anybody else was. But now you're talking about being in complete saturation. You are a grain of sand in a fucking, like, on a beach. You're not going to get noticed. And, like, if you don't perform to their standards, why the fuck are they going to talk to you? You're not making the money like, you're not getting the same numbers you were on YouTube. You're not making the same amount of money that you were for, like, another platform. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. And it's like, they're like, holy shit, it's shocking and shock and awe. But now they're upset because they can't go back to their other platform because they tried their hardest to say, like, look it, man, I'm going to go here because they offered me a bigger deal, and they can't be humbled by it. The fact that, you know what, maybe they did make...
I got swindled.
You got, like, I got swindled or I fucked up, and it's okay. It's okay to fuck up, but you can't go and say, like, as soon as you go to another place saying, like, oh, fuck you, these people never did anything, and you trapped me, you dickhead. Now, workers, do something.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
You trapped me.
Why don't we just look, man, let's make some deals here.
Now, why the fuck aren't you building anything? Construct a road? Oh, shit, because I need to become a mason, because that's why I haven't done shit in my building tree.
Okay, I gave you a little deal. Yeah, there you go. Accept that if you want. Just heads up.
I can't get this goddamn sub menu to go back in.
I feel like people... One of the biggest, like, rages is when people who complain about YouTube and maybe their channels aren't doing so well and they're kind of like trying to figure out why they aren't getting the numbers. But what rages me is that they're so adamant that it's because of that, it's because of this, but don't really extend their tool set in terms of YouTube, because YouTube has something that Mixer will never have, that Twitch probably will never have, that YouTube gaming, Facebook gaming will never have, and that's the SEO. Google is the biggest search engine in the world, and YouTube is the second one. So people who are trying to figure things out are going to YouTube, are going to Google and searching them. And these streamers are failing to... Why have you declared war on Mother...
Was that you? God damn it.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get out of here.
Why did you attack... I'm so confused, but okay. Oh man, what are you doing, Nar? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you... No, don't be friends with me now that you're in war. Crap, I'm friends with the warmongering Narrcost. Nope. Here we are, guys. This is where...
Well, now it's weird because I always feel like I need to retire, which is kind of fucked up, but I know I say that I'm going to retire, but I don't know. Like, eventually it's going to have to come... There will be an eventuality where I'm going to have to stop. But the thing is every time I say, like, I'm going to stop, I somehow get these fucking massive, like, spurts where people are like, dude, don't go. If you leave, like, I'm going to be so fucking sad. And I feel so...
Please don't ever do that, dude.
I know,
I like
but well, I'm glad. But I don't know. It's... But I think there's a point where you have to say, like, it is a family that you build here. Like, as generic as that shit sounds, it is. You have to build the foundation of success off of cooperation instead of competition. Because once it becomes a pissing game, then that's what it is. It just becomes this weird pissing game where you're just trying to sit down and you stop seeing people as people. And when that happens, that's fucked up. Like, I hope to God... Like, that's one of the things is like, I wish that every streamer has a high point and understands why they have a high point, but I also hope that they have a low point where they do get their ego shattered and they have to really think about what they've done. And the thing is like, especially with YouTube, I've only gone to YouTube events because whatever. You know, maybe it's just the way that the dice is rolled and I didn't go to another big gaming event, but every time I meet the people of YouTube, or it may be the fucking people that are working in the engineering department, or the people that are just, are just here, just streaming. Like, these are people that are passionate and they take their shit seriously. And, like, they do have hopes and dreams, and I try to work with them. But that's what you have to do. That you have to work with people. Like, and it's weird because it doesn't become to the point where you respect people. It's either you worship them or you hate them. It becomes to that point for some reason. It's like you either have to sit around and you're too afraid to talk about things that might be uncomfortable because you don't want to piss off the big boy up at top because you think you're going to burn the bridge. And so you throw your whole streaming community down the drain because you're just trying to be like the big boys, to be on their good side for that one day that you hope that they're going to come in and raid you. And that's going to be the difference. And it's not. It's really about taking it step by step, day by day, and building off of what you have here. And yet again, not what you hope is there, because you have this power. You have these powerful friends in high places, and I think people get like lost to that idea because YouTube gaming isn't perfect. It wasn't, but a lot of the times, and what a lot of people don't understand is a lot of things that came across in other platforms. With other platforms were taken from YouTube. What's this? And it's a matter of fact, and sometimes there are fucked up things, Artemis. I'm sorry that you got, I don't know what the hell that's all about, how you got stuck for 3 months. But I don't know. Like, it's 90% about you, It's 90% of what you throw out there is about you, not some sort of mysterious fucking algorithm, not some mysterious hot game at that time. It's just that people will get noticed if they put the effort in. Talk about, and it's just, it's weird.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's one of the reasons. It's something so small, but I noticed it early on. When I got ridiculously hot on YouTube, and what made me a streamer was Resident Evil 7 demo, right? The whole dummy figure.
Yep.
Dude, like reeling in 600 people every single night, and I had no idea what was happening. It was pretty nutty. But after that, I started doing like other games that I really enjoyed. Like Don't Starve together, and Don't Starve at that time, and then doing like Fallout, and Fallout was one of those games where like I made decent numbers, right? But it paled in comparison. My Overwatch stuff. Like my Overwatch stuff, I was reeling in like 40, 45, sometimes peak 50 people, and it was awesome. While my Fallout ones were reeling in like 15, 20 people, and even then, that was pretty solid. But again, I was doing PS4 streams, so it's a different story. But anyways, and then with the Fallout series, although I had smaller viewers, small amount of viewers compared to my Overwatch stuff, I was super happy, and it brought a little. I felt like it was growing the community more so than Overwatch, because with Overwatch, it's just like I'm playing a game. People are watching me. I'm not really talking to chat that much like I am in Fallout or another game. Like, it's like I have to concentrate because I'm playing competitive and whatever. And I took the decision, and I would stream Overwatch every day, dude, like every single day. And on Saturday, I remember I dedicated one day to anything but Overwatch, and people really enjoyed that one day. A lot of people enjoyed that one day. And I decided to make I remember saying this on Discord with like the few people, regulars. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a step back from streaming one game and focus on my content a little bit more, and building up a community. And I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it or it's gonna kill my channel, but it's just like, man, I gotta do this because I feel like I'm just I'm streaming, I'm like playing a game in front of strangers. I don't feel like I'm actually doing something, if that makes sense. Like, it's like, I don't know, it took away the whole aspect of like YouTube, I guess. For me, anyway. Because I know some people just want to play a game. They don't care about anything else. You know, like, they just want the views.
That's, we stream on YouTube and stream off on Mixer. So, like, my thing is like, I don't know. Have you tried pipe smoking? It's nice. Well, that's why I'm smoking a hookah right now.
Hell
Burning
yeah.
out by playing one game over and over again. So, like, the thing is like, I'm just going to put this into perspective, right? So, usually, like, I love horror games. Like, I do. Like, that's why I play Outlast so often. You know, shit like that. I love it. I love horror games, but that's usually my bread and butter. That's where, like, Bloodborne, arguably, to some degree, is, you know, one of those horror games. It's dark, it's brooding stuff. And usually, it's people like to see the reactions of it. And I've tried to build it off of legitimate reactions. But, like, there are times, like, as you were saying, my fondest moment in streaming ever was Twilight Princess. All right, there was a time where I literally got stuck on a box puzzle for 3 hours. 3 fucking hours, because I couldn't figure it out. For whatever reason, my brain shut down. I had a fucking completely stupid moment where I was like, well, how does this shit work? I can't get this thing to work. And I played that game to its entirety. It was 33 separate 3-hour-plus videos until I actually beat the game. And I remember spending so much time with this game that people, I didn't have huge numbers on it. I think I topped off at maybe 22 people. Maybe 22 people. But I remember when that game ended, people saying, holy shit, I'm actually sad to see this game go because I have spent so much time talking with you that I've actually built this connection with you, and the memories that we made for this specific game, I know are going to be over with because you're not going to play this game again. And I said, like, you know, holy shit. That, like, it was at that it was that moment.
The moment. That's
the moment
dude.
when I was like, oh my fucking God, I'm not just a content creator, right? I'm not just somebody who's like, oh my God, these are my fans. They're going to make me these are going to make me lots of money. It's like these people respect me. Like that, and that's what I've always wanted. Like, people are like, holy shit, I respect you. And I was like, what's that? I've never had that. I've never had that in a stream before where people are like, holy shit, I respect the time that you put into this. And, like, I was like, holy shit. Like, that is, it was mind-blowing. That was like my aha, like, holy fuck, there's more to this. There's way more to this.
Yeah. And that's, I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Like, it's that moment of just like, I don't know. I feel when you have like when someone experiences, like when a viewer, a person experiences something new watching your streams, whether it's the game itself or just the story or something, like there's a moment in the stream that they end up watching for more than 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and you know, next thing you know, it's an hour. They're watching 2 hours. They've been there for 3 hours, and they're like, man, after it's all done and gone, you're like, man, that was amazing. And you're just like, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just surprised as you are, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like that moment, where it's just like, it's so good, man. And you're not gonna get that in a, I don't know, I'm maybe not never, but you're not gonna get that if you're just like hammering out a game because you think it's gonna do numbers. You're not gonna get that.
No, you're not gonna get, because I think to a point there are that fair weather fan where they're like, yeah, I'm here for the game, but when you make a connection where it's like, it's not because of the game, it's because these people actually grew a connection to you. You're like, holy fuck, like that's exactly what it is. Like that's what it should be. Like, because I'm not a Nintendo guy. It was something completely out of my weather. It was slow paced. I wasn't necessarily fucking awesome at the game. I wasn't, doing new and cool secrets. I wasn't speed running. I wasn't doing anything like that at all. But what I was doing, which I had no idea that I was doing, it was all natural. That these people were there because it wasn't the story of Narrcost playing Twilight Princess. It was the experience of people that had been through a journey together, and you're like, what the fuck? A video game did that? Like,
yeah, and that's okay, and that's exactly my perspective on YouTube, and how to have that balance between large numbers and also having something fun at the same time. And this is my tactic, and I mean, you're also, there's people who don't agree with it, like that don't want to do it, and you're welcome to disagree with me too. Is I play whatever that I think is gonna bring that experience, that experience, like that moment of like, we're gonna experience this together. It's gonna be a journey, and you're gonna enjoy it. That's my promise as a streamer. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to play a popular game and be the best at it, or play the popular game and you to enjoy, you know, high tier gameplay. That's not me. What I'm as a content creator, as a streamer, I am going to play a game that you might have never heard of, and I promise you, if you stay for just 10 minutes, you're gonna enjoy it. That's my perspective on it.
Or it'll break you. 10 minute break. There you go.
Exactly. And so what I do is, when their servers are down, when there's an update, or when there's a huge demand of, I know people are gonna search this, whatever it is, I am going to put those terms in the title and stream that game and have high numbers. And I'm gonna tell everybody, hey, stop by next time for a little while, and maybe you'll enjoy it. That's my I'll get the discoverability, easy peasy, man. Getting people with timing, not every single time. It's not like I stream and I'm like, I'm gonna hit giant numbers, but I know when there's opportunity to. And sometimes I take it. Sometimes I don't, because I don't care anymore. But sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll humor myself, and Fortnite servers are down, or Overwatch servers are down, whatever, you know. I'm just like, why not? And those people will come back. And if let's say 100 people show up, if 1% of those people come back, which is what, one person, and that person becomes a regular, then it's worth it. Like, it's worth it. Having that one-off stream where it's like, and I tell my Discord, I'd be like, yo, servers are down. I'm just do this quote unquote clickbait. I like to call it like, I like to call it, I don't know what I like to call it. I know it's not necessarily clickbait because the servers are down. So is it clickbait? Like, if it's happening and it's true, is it clickbait? I don't know.
Well,
but,
go on.
Yeah, I know, right? And I do it, and it's funny because a lot of my community, like the regulars, are from those streams. Like, hey, I remember when Overwatch servers were down and you streamed, and like, I don't, and that's the thing that YouTube has that no other platform has. It has those non-gaming people, the people who play video games but don't watch streams. They don't care about streams. They never watch a stream in their life. There's so many people in my community that have never watched a stream before me, but that's because the servers were down, or like there was something that was happening, and they looked at it on Google or YouTube, and they found me because I had those key terms. And I'm just like, I'm just talking. I'm advertising myself. Like, I'm like, this is my moment. I have people here. I have to show myself, because I know there's some people, like, maybe not everyone, but I know there's a couple of people out there that will enjoy their time here, and that's the people who I want to get. And during that time, I'm like, yo, this is my chance. You guys found me through this. Now I'm going to, as you know, prostitute-y as the sound, I'm gonna sell myself now.
Right.
Like, this is my moment. This is my moment right now. Like, it's like street farming, man. Like, you go to the hottest spot, the hottest corner, where everyone, you know, there's all the traffic, and you do something that everybody will turn their heads. Like, everyone will turn their heads, and you do like a athletic thing. You do backflip off someone's back or something flashy. It's not your core, you know, skills, but you know everyone's gonna like it.
Yes,
you do
sir.
that, and then you break it down, right? You do your set or whatever. But that's my point. Like, I know where the high traffic is. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna be like, yo, my name is 10 Minute Break. Welcome, guys. And I'm gonna be like,
flip.
I'm doing a flip. That's exactly what it is. And then, like, people come back. Do I do the streams all the time? Nope. Do not. But that's what I say. Like, that's why I tell streamers, I'm like, just work on your content. And then you see the opportunity, servers are down, you know, there's an update, new something, be the first one. Put it on your title. Like, whatever, like, I say this, be as dumb as you can be, and put it in your title. How to click this, put that. Because that's what people are searching. That's what people are searching.
Right, well, I don't know. I think there's a problem fundamentally. This is my thing. Like, I'll never forget this. I remember when the Fortnite servers went down that one time. Right? Yeah. It went down for everybody. Every fucking streamer I saw on Twitter lost their fucking mind because they're like, what am I going to do now that Fortnite is down, guys? And like, and I remember seeing one specific streamer saying like, what am I going to do? Like, I know that you guys aren't going to be there if I play this game, so I don't want to play it. I remember sitting and staring at my fucking screen, being like, why would you fucking say that? Why? Like, why? How could you be so crippled by one game? How could you be so uncertain in yourself? Like, that's the person that probably doesn't deserve the success that they have or they think they perceive they had. Like, that's terrible. When you go and get stocks, right? Okay, we'll bring this in the realm of crypto, right? Do you put everything in? Do you put everything into Litecoin? No. You diversify that fucking portfolio. So if you put all of your stock into one game, to one mentality, to one way of thinking, you are fucked. You are fucked, and it causes this chain reaction because the only way that you think that you're going to be successful is if this one thing works all the time. That is a fundamentally flawed entertainer. That's a fundamentally flawed content creator. However you want to put it. That is not the way that you should run a business. That's not the way that you should run your quote-unquote brand. Like, you shouldn't be crippled. Like, and that's another thing, is that I just don't understand why people get into that mentality. Like, why? Because it's proven to them before that this is the only way. Like, before, like, oh, okay, great. You know what? I only use this one particular wood, but you never tried another wood to make a fucking boat. Like, you never tried to set sail to anywhere else.
That's the thing. I guess every streamer is different, right? And this is the best way that I can say it nicely, is that what type of streamer are you, right? Like, are you a gameplay streamer where your gameplay is so top-notch that that's why people are watching you? I'm not saying if you're good at a game. No. There's a difference between being good and being a streamer because you're that good. Like that, you know what I mean? Like, you're insane.
And there's some people that are.
And there are people that are. Or are you a streamer that plays video games and you have some type of personality that people are attracted to, and that's why you're doing well for yourself? Because if that game is down, and you're telling me that you cannot make a stream of you sitting there and talking to your chat? Come on, dude. Like, you're okay. All right. If you're averaging a big number of people, let's say 100, 200 people, right? And you're playing a game that requires so much concentration, like Fortnite, PUBG, or whatever battle royale game you're playing, right? It does require concentration, and you can't talk to chat. And you tell chat and you advertise it like this: hey, servers are down, we're gonna stream, but I'm gonna hang out with you guys. If you cannot reel in and create a bond with these people who watch you and watch you not read their comments for so long, and then they get excited when you're in the lobby and they're like, okay, I'm gonna type now because this person will see me now. I'm gonna type now, I'm gonna donate now because this person will definitely see me now. And you tell them, hey, you have my undivided attention because this game is down. And if you can't advertise it and average the same amount of numbers or more, or forge bonds stronger than a regular stream, then there's something wrong. There is something wrong, dude.
And that's what it becomes, though. It's this this wrong mentality. It's this, I deserve this, rather than you should never go into anything. You don't walk into a job your first day and say, you know what, I need to be the fucking CEO. No, you learn the system. You learn how to talk with people. You understand what they do. You try to think about how you can improve their time. And if you're not thinking about how you can, if you're only thinking about how you can improve and how to make your job easier, you're gonna get on the wrong side of things. You're gonna get to a point where people are not gonna want to work with you because you're just trying to do this for a selfish reason, that you're only trying to make your job easy. And, like, I hate the fact that people call themselves my brand. I hate that fucking term. I hate that term more than anything, that it's their brand. This is their brand. It's not your brand if you're playing Fortnite. Because how many fucking people were playing Fortnite? How many people were watching Fortnite the other day on YouTube gaming? 1 million? Almost 2 million fucking people were watching it? Like, you have to think that there's 2 million people in there all repping Fortnite, right? It's just like if everybody has a tribal tattoo, right? It becomes fucking generic, right? And it's like maybe the first guy who got a tribal tattoo, they're like, fuck yeah, dude, that's sick as fuck. But now everybody that has $500 and a free weekend gets a fucking tribal tattoo, and it's become a fucking meme. And that's exactly what Fortnite has become. That's what happens. Like, streaming has become almost a fucking meme, right? You have these subgenres as like, okay, this person's a titty streamer. This person's that's it. Like, I get it that people are like, they try to associate this with traditional entertainment. Like, there's a guy, like, you only watch Conan because he's the late night guy. Like, that's why you watch Conan. But you have to understand that you're not Conan. This isn't traditional media. This is a raw 100%. You can interact with your audience directly. That isn't a commercial. But, like, a lot of it, if you look at these big-time streamers, the shitty thing that it becomes is that they're not being legitimate. They're trying to sell you something because one day somebody said, like, oh, hey, by the way, they're fucking walking billboards. Like, look at Ninja streams. How many fucking Red Bull cans? Doesn't he have a fucking refrigerator filled with Red Bull right beside him? They're like, people are like,
his heart is pumping twice every day, dude.
Yeah, he's just like, oh yeah, this dude's completely legitimate. He's not trying to sell us anything. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's like, go on to Twitch, go and look in somebody's fucking little chat down there. It's a giant billboard, and it's not legitimate anymore.
And dude, I hated it so much because there were streamers that I would tell them, like, and I think I've sent you a couple tweets, like DMs where it's like, yo, this game is having this, like, yo, this game has this update, you guys should stream it, you know, like, and you know, not saying you have to, but like, it's like, oh, okay, thanks, or like, okay, we'll see how maybe. But then there are those few handful of streamers that were like, yeah, I don't think that game will do good on my channel. I don't think that game is good enough for my brand. Like, I don't think that's something my brand would play, or like my brand should have.
I hate that. I hate that fucking
dude. I'm
term.
like, and I'm just like, I'm like, oh, okay. But then a part of me is like, you are there's a problem here. There's a problem here because. And this is my thing as a streamer. I don't care what game you put in front of me. Like, if it were a challenge and a person was like, Lalo, I will give you $100 for every stream you do, but I get to pick your game and you have to play that game, and we'll see if your channel survives. I'd be like, bring it on, dude.
Bring it on.
I don't care what game I'm playing. I know for a fact my stream, my chat will be entertained because that's what I do as a streamer. That's my job as a streamer. Like, that's what I do. I'm a host. Like, I am going to make this game good, whatever I play. And usually it's a game I do enjoy and I think will be good. But if I will never say like, hey, this game isn't good enough, or this game won't do well. I don't care what game it is, because if my channel's growth is attached to a certain game, if it's like the community, me being interactive with the community, or the community is attached with the game, but right, I mean, you can't tell someone that.
No, you can't, because they're gonna get all fucking hurt. Like, because most of the time it is you. It's just like the way I always like to put it, right, is like, here's another little analogy for you. I call it the grilled cheese analogy, right? So no matter what you fucking do, you're gonna make right? A grilled cheese is essentially the same goddamn thing. If you ate a grilled cheese every single day for months, you're going to get fucking sick of that grilled cheese. Like, that's all there is to it. You can try to add some tomato on it. You can add some fucking bacon to it. You can add some turkey to it if you're feeling fucking real fancy. But in the end, what the fuck is it still? It's still a goddamn grilled cheese sandwich. And if you don't change it up every once in a while, you're going to get sick of it. Like, how many people have you seen, how many content creators have you honestly seen have worked themselves into a fucking hole because they couldn't get past this idea that they just had to, no matter what. I can't diversify because I'm gonna split my audience up. That's fucked up. If you went every day to the fucking like you went to the fucking like grocery store and you picked up the same shit and you didn't realize that there's another grocery store, like there's not a fucking Aldi down the street or there's not a fucking Kroger, like you didn't think about that, but you just like, I have to go to this spot, I just have to. That's not healthy. That's an obsessive compulsive disorder. Like, you have to go there, you have to do it, and the minute that bond is severed, that you completely go into a fucking black hole and you can't, and you start everything, it's your car, you can't move your legs, you can't take a bicycle. There's other ways of going. It might be slower to get there, but eventually get there. Maybe you'll earn a little money on the side and you'll be able to get a fucking Ford Pinto or something and be able to drive down the road. Like that's what you have to do, though. You have to you eventually have to push forward. If everybody just sat down, nobody ever went past the Rocky Mountains in the United States. We never got the rest of the fucking America because oh man, mountains are really tough to climb. We would be fucked. Yeah. We would be fucked. Like, you have to be a pioneer. If everybody's doing it, you have to create trends that people aren't doing in order to bring people. You have to be a trendsetter? You have to be a trendsetter.
A go-getter?
You have to make a genre that doesn't exist yet. And it's up to you because people, like, Let's Plays weren't a fucking popular thing 10 years ago. Like, that shit didn't exist. You know what? Fuck it. Let's try it out. Let's try it out, baby.
Yeah, it's true. And no one... And that's the thing that that's one of the things that I would always tell Chris Plays Games. Like, me and him have a lot of, especially back in the day when we had when there were people didn't switch as often as now, where it was like it's like people fail to see the next trend. People aren't the trendsetters. They're not trying to be trendsetters. They're just following a trend. And I would always come up with stupid ideas and tell Chris, like, yo, I'm gonna try this, and Chris would always be like, that's really stupid. And I'm like, hey man, it's like, you know, I'm always that little troll. I'm like, you never know, bro.
You don't know, hey man.
Yeah, like, and I always come up with stupid ideas to him, and some of the ideas I did implement, and one of them was the Overwatch tournaments that I do. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do a tournament and bring people in and do blah blah blah, and he was like, that could work. That's maybe. And I'm like, yeah, man, and it worked. You know, it's one of the ideas that did work. And one of the things I told him was like, but I'm not gonna be an Overwatch channel. And he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, Overwatch will be the bait. And from that Overwatch stream, like from that Overwatch genre, Overwatch will be the main thing in a way. If I can bring, again, that 1% mentality, if I can bring 1% of them into other streams, then it's worth it. And that's what happens. And every Overwatch tournament that I do every month, new people will come up and they will stop by the streams. And some have stuck around and become regulars. Like, and that's exactly what's worthwhile. Like, I don't care about, I mean, I like Overwatch as a game. And I do enjoy it. But am I a diehard, like, oh yeah, best game ever? Woo!
Woo!
No,
I've never played a team player before. I've never played Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not like that. Ooh. I'm not like that. And the reason I do it is because I like it enough. Console tournaments are pretty rare, and I know that that's not a thing that's huge. And even if it is a huge thing, I know that mine will be better because it has me.
Humble. I'm very humble.
You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like, again, that new experience. Sure, you can go on YouTube and search up tournaments on console, but you won't find someone who's you know, stupid as I am, like as a host, where it's like, wow, I obviously you like Overwatch because you're looking for Overwatch content. You obviously are a competitor, But have you met a tournament? Have you seen a tournament with a goofy, you know, a goofy dude by the name of Lalo? No. And maybe that might be something you enjoy. Like, maybe not everyone is gonna be like, oh, you know, like, you know, there's gonna be snot-nosed kids that are be like, oh, this guy's so stupid. I'm just trying to watch Overwatch. But then there's gonna be that few that are like, man, this guy's kind of funny, and I wonder what else he does. Oh, he doesn't only play Overwatch. Well, let's see what else he does. And it's like, oh wow, he does this, he does that, blah 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 blah. And that's who I'm catering to. That's the worthwhile part of doing these like ideas and projects. And I'm glad they worked out. But people don't think that. That's my point. Like, people aren't using their whole tool set on YouTube or whatever platform they're doing, and they're just like sticking to like the mentality of like, if I stream 6 hours of the most viewed game, people will come to my stream and they'll stay. Like, no, they're not. Sorry to say, but they're not gonna stay. They'll probably click on it, yeah, because you're playing a very popular game. But what are you offering that's different from all the thousands of people streaming? No.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what the fucking mentality is. Well, I remember that there was even a time where, like, oh man, I can't stream in this time period because somebody who's bigger than me is going to be playing right now.
It's stealing my views. It's gonna take all the viewers.
Steal my views. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? God damn it, Comcast is cucking me so hard. I'm getting connected and disconnected from my stream so bad. This sucks.
It's all good, dude. If you want me to just shut up so you can profit from my voice, just let me know.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No minute wasted, dude. You know.
Thank you, Lalo. My stream got. Yeah, it's a part of my brand. Yeah. This is a part of my brand right now. Having my stream get cucked.
Yeah, dude. You know.
You have a good one, Sir Oscar. Yeah, this is just. You know, as long as thanks for DDoSing me, so you know you can get all my viewers on your side.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, come on over. Hop on over, guys. 10-minute break. I'll split out.
10-minute break altogether. If you could just go and do that for me, please, I appreciate it.
But it's that bad mentality, dude. It's just like.
Well, where do you think that went wrong? Like, do you think it's because people realized that they could start making money streaming, or is it? Do you think that it's just kind of like a natural evolution that people are like, I have to do this. I have to do this in order to be successful.
No, I think it. I honestly do. I feel like a lot of times.